anybody's ever had over 5 years.
Kind of figured like, it won't be the same, but I didn't think we'd be getting our kicked like this.
Curry, goes down sandwiched hard.
This is more the reality of the NBA.
It is what it is.
And I heard it all. Year 17, was this the last that we've seen of LeBron and the fashion that he plays? But you can't single me out.
I know who I am at this point in my career, and I know what I'm capable of.
There were people wondering if you were washed.
Meet me at the cleaners.
Here comes James and the sledgehammer.
What a pass by James. James all the way in for the slam.
My mother always told me, don't talk about it, be about it.
John Lennon once called LA a big parking lot where you buy a hamburger for the trip to San Francisco. The Lakers hope LeBron James and Anthony Davis are well fed as they make their first official trip to the newest arena in the NBA, the $1.4 billion Chase Center here in San Francisco, to face the Golden State Warriors, fresh off their acquisition of former #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins. Welcome to Hoop Streams, where it's also our first official trip to Chase Center. Don't adjust your tablet settings or check if you clicked the wrong link. I'm not Cassidy Hubbard. I'm Elhassan, filling in for Cassidy Hubbard. But Kendrick Perkins is with me here as always. Perk, how you feeling?
What's going on? I'm feeling good, man. I'm ready to see this action tonight.
Me too, man. We made it through the trade deadline unscathed, unsullied, right? Well, Andrew Wiggins is going to be making his debut tonight. We got a lot wrapped up for you here. And panic meter, we're going to get to that a little bit later. How bad are the Lakers feeling after some of those moves? Richard Jefferson is going to join us to talk about some of that as well. Also, we'll talk about what the Warriors are doing. I got a feeling that you like what they're doing a little bit more than I do.
I love what they're doing.
We'll have an opportunity to discuss and debate and argue that some.
What we do best.
What we always do best. Finally, I'm really happy about this one. We're debuting a new segment called Shut Up. Perk likes to tell people to shut up. I like to tell people to shut up. Cassidy's not here, so we're going to be a little meaner today.
Yeah, we don't want to hear that garbage. Shut up.
These people to shut up. But first, Perk, let's start with Andrew Wiggins. He's going to be starting tonight for the Warriors. When this deal was done on the trade deadline, on the same show when we were on there, you were very positive and optimistic about this.
Yes, and it's not because of the rest of this season, but I'm looking in the future, next season when Clay and Steph returns. And I think this is a golden opportunity for Andrew Wiggins, because for the simple fact that when you look at this kid, he's had so much pressure as any #1 overall pick has, right? He hasn't fulfilled those shoes. But at the end of the day, I always said that he needs this type of culture. He needs Steve Kerr. He needs Ron Adams, Mike Brown. He needs Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. He needs this culture. And I think with him coming to the Warriors, he could be that guy like a Harrison Barnes and just come in and give you 15 to 20 points a game and not have no real pressure on him. And I think he's going to strive well in this system.
You know, the things that I wonder about are he's got all the talent in the world. He was paid a lot of money for all the talent in the world. But in terms of approaching the game the way it needs to be approached, the way they approach it here in Golden State, whether they're winning or not, he doesn't play that kind of game. Talking about moving without the ball, live cut, every cut being a live cut. Defensively, communicating, being focused, being in sync with your teammates. These are all things that he struggled with. And I wonder, does coming here and being around these guys, is that enough for a guy who's already made maximum amount of money? The last time he had someone get on him, it was Tom Thibodeau and Jimmy Butler. And we know what happened to both of those guys. So is he willing to accept the things that they're going to tell him? Because, Perk, you know, they're not going to tell him you're the best thing ever. They're going to tell him these are the parts where you need to get better.
Well, listen, first thing, let me tell you something. Tibbs is not the easiest person to play for. I played for Tibbs. He used to have me in his office at 5 in the morning, and I used to hate him. But I loved him. It was a love-hate relationship. Right. So it's a different type of league now, where I think Steve Kerr is going to embrace him with open arms. You heard him talk about him when the trade happened. He was like, we love him, we want him here. He's going to be a perfect fit. And I think Wiggins knows that this is pretty much like his last opportunity to show the world that, hey, I could be someone. I could be somebody. And I think next year he's going to have the best season of his career.
All right, well, let's take it to the segment that Cassidy loves and we all love it. You love it too. Walk it out. Let's see what some of these guys are wearing as they came in the arena today. Who we got first? Let's see what we got. Do we got a little LeBron James, perhaps? Perhaps a little Andrew Wiggins? Perhaps some Anthony Davis?
Oh, you got King James.
Oh,
you
there
see
it
him?
is. Yeah,
you
man.
see him swagged up with the Lokes on. Ain't playing no games today. Yeah.
Hey, I like it. It's simple. It's relaxed.
I need that sweatsuit.
Hey, is that a Nike one?
And a 4X, though.
Do we get the plug?
Yeah, let me get a 4X, though.
Who else we got? Let's take a look here.
Oh, AD swagged up. Pulling.
Throw it off with the pink. You see with the pink with the shoes and the jacket?
Ain't too many 7-footers could pull that off. So fly 7-footer you see out there
You know me,
right now.
I'm a fan of simplicity, man. I like when it's something relaxed and conservative. I like this. The pink is a little off, but you know. What else we got?
Oh, the GOAT.
There
The GOAT himself.
The Laker fans are upset when his name was involved in trade rumors, but be upset no more. He is here to stay.
Look.
Team issue 12.
Oh, there you go. Look at him. Look at the
guy.
swag. You see the swag?
What is that?
Hey,
Velvet?
nah, that's called art. You heard what Serge said. Wow, Africa, he called that art. You see what I'm saying?
You got to coordinate.
Yeah, I'm right back. Yeah. Look, RJ, you had to take a shot of that.
You got to, man.
Get me on camera.
Now, the reason why, Perk, you're wearing that, you mentioned.
I'm right here. What's going on? You all right? Yeah.
You mentioned Serge Ibaka earlier this week. Serge Ibaka, OG Anunoby had a little bit of War of the Scarves in Toronto. Well, in their own walk it out. Let's take a look.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at that. Burberry. I didn't even know Burberry was still around.
Me either. OG young. He got an OG name, but he young in the game. He don't know no better. Like the Mo people say, God bless his heart.
Man. By the way, that scarf is there. It is.
You see,
That's
you see Serge, Mr. Spain, the Wild African. Hey, Serge used to tell me in Oklahoma, if I feel good, I'm going to play good. You see him, man, he been balling. Look at the boots, though.
He definitely looks comfortable.
You see the swag?
I'll be ready to take a nap if I have to wear something like that. Anyways, we're cozy here. Look at these gals right here.
Oh,
man.
what's going on out here?
It's San Francisco. Everyone's a little bit off. You know, it's a little counterculture out here.
Okay.
It's not your regular NBA crowd. And perhaps some beverages too might help.
Right.
But let me tell you something, Perk. We're here at the Chase Center, and if you look behind us, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this video board is enormous. It's the biggest one in the NBA.
Yeah.
And earlier today, Perk and I, we actually got the opportunity to get a little taste of Chase Center and all the great stuff they have.
I thought we was in Jerry's world.
Let's take a look here.
Probably the coolest thing about Chase Center, you got the courtside lounges. So these are underground bunker suites that are literally behind us and beneath us, but they come with their seats out here on the court. You've got your own privacy back there. There's a wine cellar. There's a butler. I mean, it's insane. Look at this. So make sure you guys don't look at us. Look at this.
Yeah, for real.
This is, so if I want to see what's going on out there, but not necessarily from the regular broadcast angle, my seats are somewhere in this location here. That's the game right there. That's what I'm missing specifically.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. So far, this is the livest arena I've ever been in.
$1.4 billion.
It is worth every dime. We're on the same part of it.
Perk, we were walking around for probably close to 40 minutes here. They showed us everything. They showed us the practice facility, the visitor locker rooms that had a hot and cold tub, the Warriors locker room where you could stand in the middle and the acoustics get your voice everywhere, the practice court. What was the most impressive part of the arena tour today?
Well, to me, it was the lower level, what is it? The
courtside lounge?
Courtside lounge? That was unreal.
Lounge.
That was unreal, man. I mean, they really put a lot into that. I mean, you could literally, I wouldn't leave up out of there. Although I was highly impressed with their practice facility because, like you said earlier, most of the time when a practice facility is in the arena, they don't have all this. Look, my good friend Ron out. You see him staying in shape? What's that right there, man?
See, that's a secret juice right there. That's Steve Kerr's
what's
secret.
going on right here, though?
What you got?
You know what it is? Huh? You thought it was a flu that came right back to a shooter.
You got to hit it again,
You seen it came right back to a shooter.
Once chance, two means you got skill. Let's see you hit two in a row.
I had to do one for Cassidy. Watch this here.
Cassidy,
You thought it was a game.
then you walk out on that
I told you Doc Rivers was holding my game back as a youngster, man. I was supposed to be an all-star.
He made you a role player at 24.
Yeah, man, I was supposed to be an all-star.
But let me ask you a question, because you mentioned Doc Rivers, and you obviously played a lot of years and a lot of games, not in this building, but the old one across the bay. What's your favorite or most fond memory of Oracle Arena?
Man, it was just the atmosphere, man. And then, like, you got to take, like, in consideration, it's the whole process. The ride across the bridge, getting there, the warming of the people, very hospitality. And it was rocking, you know, it was rocking in there. You could feel it. You could feel the energy. And then it gave you that Cali Bay Area feel, you know what I'm saying? That Too Short feel when you walk up in there, man.
40.
People used to look forward to going there and playing, man. Players really enjoy going in the Oracle Center.
I'm telling you, they're going to love coming to Chase Center as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I really like the locker room, how the ceiling in the locker room looked like the ceiling at Oracle.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
And I like how they employed most of the people from there, too. That was huge.
Like, I saw my guy Ramon downstairs. He's now head of security down there with the courtside guys. So shout out to him and shout out to all the employees there. All right, we're taking a look at Kyle Kuzma warming up here. He looks like he's going to be a candidate sooner or later for this next segment we're about to do, Perk.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
This next segment we're doing is called Shut Up. This is something me and Perk have been wanting to do for a while, because it seems like nowadays a lot of NBA players are talking, they're complaining, they're whining. We got a new segment here with what we're going to do, Perk. We're going to tell them, pump the brakes and keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, we ain't trying to hear that garbage, hot garbage.
Well, let's take a look at what we got. First, we got Malik Beasley. He said in the press conference, give us time, and we're going to show you we're going to be the best team in the West, Kendrick Perkins. You had a response on Twitter, but I'm going to let you do it with the microphone in your hand.
Man, shut up. Man, go sit down somewhere and shut up. Come on, Bees. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man.
Now, hold on.
Get a win first.
I like Malik Beasley.
I like him, too.
I think he's a really solid player. And maybe they need more solid players like that in Minnesota. You don't think they could be the best team in the West? I can't even say it with a straight face.
Yeah, and you look like Cassidy today. How about that?
Oh, man. You know what, Perk?
What?
Minnesota just had a hot week this week because Beasley ain't the only Timberwolf who made Shut Up.
Oh, man, who else did? That's your boy. That's your boy right there.
He said, quote, I'm desensitized to being disrespected in this league. I've been disrespected since I came in. It's nothing new when I didn't see my name up there. He's talking about being an all-star. He also said he feels sorry for the fans because they don't get to see the 24 best players in the game this weekend.
Wasn't this guy a Rookie of the Year?
#1 overall pick.
Okay, you handled this.
He was a guy that was voted the guy you would most want to start your organization with. He had all the accolades in the world, but you know what?
What?
He liked to complain. He liked to whine. He liked to say it's everybody else's fault. He liked to say he don't care and then tell us he do care. You know what I like to say?
Hold on, before you say it.
Okay.
And guess what else he got?
What?
He got my light bill sky high at the house because I'm sleeping with the fan on. The box fan, ceiling fan, AC. So go ahead and bless his game real quick.
Hey, call Anthony Towns. Shut up, man. Shut up.
Yeah, man, shut up.
Win a game.
Straight up.
He's 0-17 since
trash.
Thanksgiving.
Trash.
All right.
You and your bestie over there. You got your bestie now. Do something.
They ain't gonna do nothing. Now, the next one, I'm gonna be honest. Shut up isn't just about us telling people to shut up. Sometimes they get to tell us to shut up. And this week, LeBron James told Amin to shut up.
He did?
Yes, he did, because I know you saw this. Look at this beautiful picture. It's like a Renaissance painting.
Now, real talk, that's classic.
That's
something I put in my house.
That's one of the best in-game dunks I've ever seen LeBron do. And it was a tribute to Kobe Bryant, who did it almost 2 decades ago in the same hoop, in the same arena. And the Lakers social media account did a nice thing. They gave us a side-by-side so we could see how LeBron did it perfectly. LeBron just told me, shut up.
And you know what's crazy? LeBron is so smart that I'm pretty sure he knew Kobe did it that night. He knew that. I'm telling you, he knows the game.
That wasn't an accident.
No.
That wasn't a coincidence.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you know what's cool? Tonight, the Warriors are doing this giveaway to honor Kobe Bryant.
Love it, love it.
Shirt right here. It's got 8, 24 for Kobe, and they got a 2 for Kobe's daughter, Gianna.
What size is that? 4X? That's what I need.
That's my size.
Oh, okay,
That's
cool.
what
Give me a
size it
4X in there, Max.
This is really cool, really classy move by the Golden State Warriors to give this out to every fan in attendance here today. So, by the way, let's take a look at Steph Curry's locker. Respect. And he's got the Kobe Bryant jersey hanging in there.
I bet you Steph don't know I was sitting in this locker today. He'll be pissed off.
No, he knew. He sat in the chair. He said, who squashed my chair?
Yeah,
Which one of y'all did this to me?
Look at King James out there warming up. He don't usually come out pregame. This is a problem, I'm telling you. He might go for 40 tonight. This is a problem. He don't come out and shoot pregame. This is a problem right here.
You telling us this is a sign that we're going to see a show?
I'm telling you, I know him. I've been knowing him since I've been 12 years old.
Are you saying he's not panicking right now?
Panic for what?
Okay, well, I'll tell you why. Earlier today, me, you, Richard Jefferson, we tried to gauge the Lakers' panic meter because they didn't do any trades, but a lot of other Western Conference teams did. Take a look. Trade deadline passed. The Lakers didn't do anything, but there were moves all across the Western Conference. We're going to try and gauge whether they're panicking more or less after these deals. We're joined right now by Richard Jefferson.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Why did we get him here?
I'm just saying, hey, you see his swag?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Thank
come
you,
on
man.
now, man. You got to respect that. That man looking dapper, man. You got to let him do his thing.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel with this guy. All right, so guys, let's get started. The Houston Rockets, they went super small ball. They need no bigs. They got rid of Clint Capella, and they added Robert Covington. RJ, I'm going to start with you. How much are the Lakers panicking based on that Rockets move? Wow, all the way down, huh?
Yeah, all the way down. This is the reason.
is not panicking.
No, but the reason why I believe that is because, look, the Houston Rockets are all in on what they're trying to do. I think Robert Covington is a very good player. I think he does things on both ends of the floor, can shoot, defend. But I think ultimately over a 7-game series, and that's where the panic it talks. In a 7-game series, do they have enough to compete with this Lakers team? And I don't think they do. They can win some games because they have great players, but in 7, I'm still going with the Lakers.
Perk, you feel the same way?
Absolutely. You see Brian's face right there, he's smiling, right? That's the same face he had when he seen that the Rockets made that trade. He was smiling.
Yeah.
Because listen, they have the best dynamic duo since Kobe and Shaq. And he thinking, oh, me and AD is going to eat on this lineup. I'm throwing away the last game that they played the Rockets because like Richard say, in a 7-game series, they're going to dominate them in the inside.
I think so too, but I'm going to put the meter back up a little bit.
Of course you're going to go against the grain.
The Lakers struggle with teams that play 5 out. You look at the Clippers, the Celtics lost, all the teams that can get their big above the 3-point line, the Lakers have some problems with, but I agree, not a whole lot of panic there. All right, next one. The Clippers. They got rid of Maurice Harkless and a pick and a bunch of other things, and they added Marcus Morris, the guy the Lakers really wanted. Perk, let's reset this right here. Where's the panic meter?
Ooh, the panic meter is right here. And I'm going to tell you why. Listen, add Marcus Morris. This guy shoots over 40% from the trade ball. He's a dog, which you don't need on the Clipper team. They got enough of them already. And he gives you another 20-point scoring threat. The only thing I have concerns about the Clippers is the word sacrifice. That's the only thing. Who's going to sacrifice? Because those shots are not going to be there. But if I'm the Lakers, I panic if I got to play the Clippers.
Okay, so, Perk, you are exactly right. That is where it is. And at the end of the season, it's going to look like this.
Whoa.
That is my prediction. And I say this why? Because for the Lakers, LeBron is the head of the snake. And they keep adding bodies that can mess with LeBron. You're talking about you got Morris now.
Yep.
Who, if you got all of their defenders on the court, who's Bron going to call up on his pick and roll? Go at Morris? Go at Paul George? Go at Kawhi? Maybe Patrick Beverly? They have so many bodies that they can throw. Foul trouble is not going to be an issue. So what the Clippers did is they said the only way for you to beat us is if Anthony Davis goes crazy. And that's something that we have yet to see. And I don't know if Anthony Davis has that much in him to be the most dominant player on the court.
They're trying to get you to look at the camera when you talk about it.
I don't care what, well, listen, look, this is what we're talking about. I'm talking to you. You want to talk to the camera? I'll talk to the camera.
I got it a little bit kind of split the difference between you two guys. The main thing for me is it's not just about Marcus Morris and the problems he causes the Lakers. It's that he was the perfect guy for the Lakers and they didn't get him. And I think that's a huge deal right there. All right, let's reset this. The Warriors. Let's go big picture. Not this year, but down the line next year. Will the Warriors adding Andrew Wiggins give the Lakers problems? Richard, you want to start us?
No. So this is what people need to understand too. I'm going to say it's like right here. As much as people want to talk about, oh, he's similar, a more athletic version of Harrison Barnes, you know what he is? He's the person that's replacing Kevin Durant, right? So you had the two Splash Brothers, you got Draymond, that's been a constant, but the one has been Harrison Barnes. They won a championship with them, lost one. They got Kevin Durant. They won 2 championships, lost one only because of injury. The next one is Andrew Wiggins. Now, Andrew Wiggins ain't Kevin Durant, right? So to me, like, that's such a drop-off. I'm not talking about the D'Angelo Russell. It's just such a drop-off that I don't think it bothers them at all.
Perk, you're really high on the Wiggins addition.
I am, but not because of contenders. And I'm going to take this board down because we don't need it no more. And I'm going to go and say the only reason I said it's a great fit for Wiggins in his career, I'm not saying the Warriors going to be a title contender, and Braun is definitely not scared of Wiggins. But I think it's good for Wiggins as far as the culture, the coaches, and now he don't have to be the #1 pick. So you can go out there and be a Harrison Barnes under this system, in my opinion. So that's why I think it's a good fit for the Warriors.
I'm stoked for Wiggins. He's never played in front of a home crowd that was sold out, so tonight will be the first time.
You want me to pick this back up for you? Hey, Amin, you want me to pick this back?
We got it. End this segment.
We over here talking about you. We over here talking about you, Drew. We over here talking about you, boy.
You want me to pick
we
this
happy
back
for you.
up?
What up, Miles?
We happy for you.
We happy for you. Come over here and say what's up. Come over here and say what's up.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Tell them who,
we over here talking about you.
Amin,
Listen,
go
man.
ahead and tell them,
Come on, man.
Amin, go ahead and tell them what I just said.
Perk said you being here is going to be the best thing for your career.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, you can put a mic in front of
it.
It is. You're right.
All right,
There
appreciate
we
it.
go.
Yeah. Hey,
there we go.
That's what
Good
I'm
luck
talking
out
about.
there.
All right, you're watching Hoop Streams live on Twitter, YouTube, and the ESPN app. We're about 11 minutes from tip-off. As you see, the guys warming up, both teams. Got a little action there with Kevon Looney trying out the three-pointer at the top of the key. You got Andrew Wiggins, excited for his debut in the Golden State Warriors uniform. As Richard said, this is going to be his first time playing in front of a sellout crowd, so I wonder how he'll react to that. And we see LeBron coming in. And by the way, the Warriors are trying to rebuild their dynasty. So what do? You got Draymond, he's by himself because Steph and Clay are hurt, but they're right around the corner. You got Andrew Wiggins, who's going to make his debut today. And then, as far as the guys who are available, you got Pascal, Damian Lee, Kevon Looney. The Warriors, slowly but surely, are trying to rebuild their dynasty. They got a top 5 pick this June, and probably a top 5 pick in a year or so from Minnesota. And we welcome in Logan Murdoch. Where do you work, Logan? I keep forgetting, man.
NBC Sports
There
Bay
you go.
Area.
Logan's my guy, one of the most plugged-in guys when it comes to covering the Warriors, getting the pulse of the locker room. And so let's talk to you, Logan. Andrew Wiggins coming in here, he's got a reputation of being an underachiever.
Yeah.
What are the guys in the locker room reaction to getting a guy like that in there?
Come on, Logan. Me and you cool. Give me the right. Come on. I know me and you on the same page.
I think that the Warriors are betting on their culture to make sure that he is better. They are very cognizant of his flaws. They are very cognizant of his defense and sometimes lack of effort. But they feel like their system is going to be the reason that he can see his full potential. We'll see what happens, but I think they are just as.
So me and Perk have this disagreement because everyone says the culture and being around guys like Draymond is going to change him.
Yeah.
But he was around Jimmy Butler, and he didn't really react that well to that kind of mentorship. And I would say Jimmy and Draymond are very blunt, very direct kind of leaders and teammates.
Yeah.
Is Draymond, given on what happened, obviously with Kevin Durant as well, is he going to tone down his approach, or what's he going to do here?
I don't think that he's going to tone down his approach, but I think the difference is you're going to have the other leadership in Stephen Curry. Steve Kerr is going to put him alongside Stephen Curry in the post-practice shooting drills. He's going to make sure that he has a leader and a guy that can also put his arm around him as opposed to just somebody just talking down on him at the whole time. So he feels like that balance will help, both sides with Andrew.
Their lockers are next to each other. They're separated by that one vet empty locker.
And they're right in the middle. He put them right in the middle of Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. I think that's a metaphor for having the both sides.
Hey, listen, I don't have nothing to say because I'm going to change Logan's name to Logan Jakes because he's giving you nothing but the gospel right now. So I'm just sitting back. Listen, keep preaching, brother. Go ahead. Keep preaching. Keep going.
No, he's going to have the balance that I don't think he had in Minnesota. He just had one kind of leadership. He's going to have both sides.
Yeah, because Amin gonna think we rehearsed this because we sound just alike. No, keep going. Y'all go ahead.
Hold on. Let me ask this, because my big thing was, even if they can repair him, rehabilitate him, whatever you want to call it, I thought they went low as far as what they could have gotten in return by getting only one first-round pick in return, a protected one at that. Was there any conversation in the front office about how close they felt to getting more, or were they just happy with what they got?
I think they're happy with what they got with the top 3 protected pick in 2021. The biggest thing, though, is that the timing of this trade, because they did get rid of D'Angelo Russell when they could have gotten rid of him later on in the season. They kind of seen what they seen with D'Angelo Russell, and they knew they had to move on at the deadline. So they felt that this deal was the best that they can get. They were really excited about that top 3 protected pick, and that's what they got.
You got any questions, or you just gonna sit here with your scarf?
It's a fly scarf right here, man.
It's just art, man. He's preaching the gospel. He's on my side, and I'm just sitting up here making a fashion statement today. Go ahead, do your thing, man.
Well,
go ahead, do your thing.
Every game we see Steph warming up. How close is he to returning?
The biggest thing with Steph is he wants to come from his timeline is March 1st. That's his timeline. And we both know Steve Kerr, and we know that Steve Kerr's conservative about bringing guys back. We know that Steph wants to come in early March. Steve Kerr could push that towards the middle portion, but we know Steph is targeting March 1st against the Wizards.
Is any concern about them winning too many games by him coming back?
I don't think so. I mean, the team currently constructed right now, they do not have a lot of help at this moment. So I think that they are trying to appease their star. And Steph, we know that Steph wants to come back before the Olympics. He wants to play in the Olympics. He wants to make sure that he's fresh before that time.
He wants to play in the Olympics.
He wants to play in the Olympics, yes.
He's a hooper. That's what he do.
Yeah.
Light skin with green eyes, man. He's a hooper, man. You know that? He's a hooper. Keep going. I'm chilling right now. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay, so Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Today's his birthday.
Today is his birthday.
Klay.
Happy birthday, Klay.
Any chance that we might see him at any point at the end of the season, maybe in April?
Well, to plug NBC Sports Bay Area, Steve Kerr did say that, told us that it was unlikely that he will play for the rest of the season. And I think that does still stand. I think that if it was under different circumstances that Klay could be back going into the playoff run. But seeing that there is no playoff run, there's no rush to really bring
I was going to
him
say, is that a statement on how their season is going, or is that a statement about how his knee rehab is going?
Well, I think it's both, to be honest. And I'm going to cut you off because I had the ACL injury.
Right.
And when you have ACL tear in one leg, it's like you have a 60% chance that you could tear your other ACL. So I think he should take his time. There's no reason for Klay to come back, get all the way right.
You said earlier you came back in 5 months.
Yeah, but I was on a mission. I needed to get my paper, though.
Klay already got his paper right now. He already got his bag.
Got his bread. I was trying to get my bag of me, so I had to get back. I had to get that 40 ball.
Perk was on that NFL life.
Yeah.
I got to play. I can't sit out. All right, so let's go 1 year into the future, right? February of next year. What do you think the Warriors are looking like?
I think they're a contender. We got to see what that $17 million mid-level, the exception that they got was $17 million. We got to see what they do with that. They do have their mid-level. They do have pieces to get better, but we have to see what they do with those. They do have a core, a championship-level core, but they have to surround that with good pieces, and they have the tools to do it. We'll see what happens.
Well, I got a question, right?
What's that, Perk?
So, in free agency, right, do you think by any chance that they will bring back Big Boogie Cousins?
I do not think that they will bring back Boogie Cousins in this iteration of the roster. I think that maybe more likely that he stays where he's at right now, but I think that they have tried that to, have an extra big man there and an all-star level big man when he is healthy. But I think that ship is sailed.
Because he's like low risk for high reward. You could get him at a cheap price. It wouldn't hurt nothing.
It wouldn't hurt him, but as you know, over the last few years, he hasn't been able to be healthy. And that's something that they've need from him. Even in last year in their playoff run, they needed him to be healthy, and he just wasn't that. And he hasn't proven to be that. By the way, I like this, man. Is this velvet or something?
Hey, I'm on right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay. You're an Oakland Soldier. This looks like the Mac right here. You look like you're chilling.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
With this off, I'm a dime piece. I throw this on, I'm a 11.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
By the way, flip the buttons. Let's show us the buttons on the
it's
sweater.
Black History Month.
I like that.
Got Toni Morrison.
I'm digging the whole swag. I got to get in shape to wear something like that, though.
The Mr. Rogers sweater.
Yeah, you know the Bay vibes. You spent some time out here. You know what it is.
I know what it is.
Logan has some crazy fits. Real quick, guys, we're watching the guys warm up here. Lakers, what do you think, Perk, as far as the rest of the season, Darren Collison, perhaps that's the guy who's going to help him out?
I think the Lakers get Darren Collison and J.R. Smith. That's just my prediction. I watched J.R. Smith work out. He looks good. Braun is very high on him because he's a two-way defender. Nobody gives J.R. Smith credit for playing defense, and he's very intelligent, and he's battle-tested. Yeah. Well, I watched J.R. hit big shots in Game 7s when we played the Pacers. I watched him in the big moments when he knocked down shots.
Played well against this team.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Braun loves him. Everybody remembers J.R. of the Game 1 or that finals where he had that blooper or whatever the case may be, but that guy still could play.
Logan, what do you think about the Lakers going on here?
I think the Lakers are right in there in the contention. We'll see what happens with the Clippers, but if the Lakers can get Darren Collison, if they can get a lot more out of Kuz on a consistent basis, they will be right there in the contention for the Western Conference.
All right, guys, we're about 30 seconds away. See, it's starting to get dark everywhere. The game's going. We got the guys out here. Thank you, Logan Murdoch, for joining us.
Yes, for real.
Thanks, Richard. I'm not going to thank Richard Jefferson. He's a jerk. I said it.
Hey, get off of Richard.
Cassie's the only reason you here. And by the way, Perk, are you going to wear this the rest of the night?
It's like a Zamunda fit. It's a Black History Month for real.
I'm feeling good in this.
This is Hoop Streams. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.